Welcome everybody to another episode of Fair Faithful Podcast. I'm Brandon Ferrino, joined by me as my co-host, Christian Dyer, and our special guest, as always, 49er Media himself and Shul. How we doing, fellas?
Good. Just chilling today.
Chilling. I'm not feeling so well about this game, to be honest.
I could care less about this. I'm
I feel it,
gonna
man.
watch it because mentally I have to, but it doesn't mean I want
Yeah,
to.
same. I have to work today, but I'm still gonna watch it.
So, bitch, you got work today?
Yeah, I gotta go in later at like 2 to go in.
Damn.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah.
It's a throwback.
Hold on. All right, so my first question is to you guys: what do the Niners have to do to get this dub? Differently, especially.
Run the fucking ball. If we can run the ball, then we can win. But that's about every single game. If we can continuously just
Mhm.
run the ball, then we can win, I guess. But defense has to play better. Some fucking accountability. Who knows, dude? Who knows? This fucking team, dude. I swear, like, never any accountability, never any, discipline. That's why the penalties are so bad. We need to be better all around. We need to be better coaching. We need to play better.
All right,
This team's such a week to week team. You can get one team one week and another team another week.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
So,
For sure.
like,
Media,
this
what's your
team's too
thoughts?
good. This
Oh,
team was too good to
oh, you're
get
done.
blown out by Kansas City the way we got blown out.
Mhm.
Even with Jimmy Garoppolo, it's just, I don't know. I never know what to think week to week. That's why. How the fuck do I know who's gonna show up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I actually have a question for you guys because Juszczyk is out of this game, and I know usually Ross Dwelly is the replacement, like
TDP.
the emergency fullback. Yeah, like my
They're
question
gonna
was
use it.
though, do you put Kittle there maybe at some snaps because he's such a good blocker, or you wouldn't do that?
That's a good point because like a TDP can't. He's decoy. He can't block. I
Yeah,
didn't think about that.
exactly.
So
That's a good question.
That's what sucks about not having Sermon anymore. Sermon can block and put you could have put in a fullback because he can actually fucking block. But
Yeah.
um,
That's gonna be interesting. Like I don't know. Like you guys said, TDP can't really block that well as he's Chet Can and Ross Drowley and George Kittle, but it's gonna be interesting to see if they do put George Kittle back there,
Yeah,
especially on the run game.
you could put a D tackle back there too, though.
That's true.
Man, why didn't they activate Jason Poe, bro?
Right? Exactly.
Dude,
Fuck.
Yeah, but what the Niners need to do to win this game is, they got to get the run game going. I think Christian McCaffrey, we're going to see a whole lot of him in this game because he apparently knows, the whole playbook pretty much now. So I expect a lot of CMC in this game with some Jeff Wilson Jr. as well. And they just got to get the ball out fast. They just got to play, not turn the ball over, execute, and stop with the penalties. It's literally, they just have to do what they have. Like, they have what they have been doing. They just should not be doing that because it's been really affecting them. And then on the defensive end, yeah, they need to bounce back because they've been, having a rough 2 weeks. But I think Nick Bosa back another week. I think that's going to help him. Also on the offensive side, Trent Williams being back for second week, I think that's also going to be helpful. But on defense, yeah, I think that, really missing Armstead and Kinlaw has really, really hurt this team. And Armstead had a chance to play this week, but he's not going to be playing this week.
The injury he has is so bad,
Yeah.
dude. And it's just a nagging
Yeah.
injury that never wants to heal.
Yeah. And I think
Sucks.
defensively,
We need him back so bad.
Yeah, I think defensively, please keep going after Toast Ramsey because he's burnt toast. I'm sorry, but I think Brandon Ayuk's gonna be big in this game.
He's gonna have to be.
Yeah, and a guy that I think this is a perfect game for him because Deebo Samuel is out. Now all the receivers end up going one spot is Danny Gray. I think we could see some. I think Danny Gray. We'll see more of him in this game due to Debo Samuel being out, and maybe we're gonna see some just screen passes and Danny Gray takes it because clearly, obviously Garoppolo doesn't really throw deep, and it's Danny Gray isn't really like a route runner. That's definitely something he's still working on. So if Kyle Shanahan can just do a screen pass with him, let him take the yak because he's a yak monster as well. But I think this is a good game for Danny Gray to show if he's really showed some development with not
Kyle
being on
has to
the
give him a
field that
chance.
much.
Kyle hasn't done anything to really utilize any of his speed or talent. But I mean, I'm a little worried about beating the Rams without Debo.
Yeah.
Debo's the fucking Rams daddy, and he literally his best games of the year are always against the Rams, and not having him. I know we have other players, but like Debo goes off against this team.
But Tay Martin's probably just gonna be a special teamer. I'm sorry. So Tay Martin's gonna be a special team.
But hey, who knows? You saw how Christian McCaffrey played against the Rams
He's
2 weeks
I mean,
ago. So hey, CMC might be the Rams' new daddy.
that's true. Oh yeah, because that's right. That he played good against. This is his second time playing them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's also a bad thing because they have played him so recently.
Well, that's the thing.
But
is
not in this offense.
But yeah,
So,
also
the
not
first
in
play
this
of the game. The first play of the game needs to be a fucking play action to McCaffrey, and then
Yeah.
Kittle deep over the top. In my
Mhm.
opinion, because they're going to be like playing the run. They're going to think McCaffrey's going to get it, dude. They're going to bite so fucking hard on that first play action.
Yeah. That was gonna be my next question is how do you guys think now that Christian McCaffrey has had this first full week, how do you think he's gonna play and look in this offense? Because I mean, we saw how he looked last week. He looked pretty good for just having 2 days of just the playbook in.
Regardless of this, I guess regardless if this offense sucks, I think he's still going to look electrifying because dude, he just looks electrifying.
Dude, it's crazy.
Which we're not used to seeing at the running back
Yeah.
position.
I mean, I think we're just gonna basically see more of what we saw last week.
Agree.
I remember this one play where Jimmy Garoppolo was getting hit, and Christian McCaffrey right on near the sideline, getting the completion. So maybe I could see us using him more in the passing game because I think he is kind of like the Debo, like he's wide back number 2. So I think we could see him in the receiving game, especially with Debo out.
That's the thing about having him out there is you would think Jimmy could make less mistakes because you would think if you start panicking at all, just look for the running back, especially when McCaffrey's out there. But you notice he wasn't on any third downs last game. I think that hurt us against the Chiefs. Because you take out a huge amount of help on third down, especially for Jimmy. And so if we actually get to see McCaffrey on third downs, maybe it'll help because we're fucking terrible on third downs.
Yeah, because for example, in last game, right, when Jimmy Garoppolo threw that pick, maybe you really could have put in McCaffrey in there and ran the ball with it. I think it was a 3rd and 4 or something. So you're right. We should see CMC in more of those third down packages.
I just don't want to overdo it. I don't want to be like the Panthers and
overuse them.
Overuse them.
No.
Zach's giving me shit because I said, let's not overuse him when he was talking about fucking giving him 30 carries. I'm like, what?
Throwback.
I understand, he's a running back and, but it's like, dude, and he's a playmaker, but we don't need to overuse him. We have enough playmakers on this team where it should be able to spread out so he's not getting overused. And then the guys are already talking about overusing him. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
So Kittle brought that up too last week in the post-game press conference about how we have, or was it Ayuk?
Well, Kittle was pissed off.
Kittle was pissed off. Yeah, I know.
Even Ayuk.
He pretty much was called. I mean, but Ayuk's always been pissed off and kind of nonchalantly called out Jimmy. This time, freaking Kittle did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand why Kittle did it because we just played a defense that's probably the worst defense in the NFL at covering tight ends, and Kittle didn't have fucking 200 yards and 2 touchdowns like he should have.
And then he also said that we have, one of them said that we have so many weapons,
Kittle.
and we're not utilizing them.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kittle and Ayuk both said something, so maybe
Yeah.
I don't know which one said what.
Real
Oh,
quick,
wait.
throwback. Did Joey hack your account because of that comment about the interception and safety? That sounds like a Joey.
Well, he has 2 safeties this year, and people wanted Jimmy back in under center. So
He looks like a rookie. That's the sad thing.
He
He's
looks
a
like a
10-year vet
rock.
playing like a rookie so many different times.
He looks like a rock.
mhm.
Like that one where he ran up the middle late and took the sack because the guys like sandwiched him. Like, dude, if you take off sooner when you notice that, you probably get away. But like he just.
Joey, there he is. But all right, so what do you? So we talked
Fucking
about the offense. Let's see.
Garoppolo in the pockets like fucking Brandon getting out of bed. Fucking. A fucking bear getting out of bed. All fucking slow and shit. Needed 30
I
minutes
hate
to
you.
collect himself.
I hate you. I had to fucking wake up, dude. gonna be like-
Nick Bosa's the bear. What are you?
No, I'm talking about like slow, like freaking Jimmy Garoppolo in the pocket, dude. Everything he does is like slow motion.
He's a rock.
Anyways, let's talk about the defense. What do you guys need to see from the defense?
Some fucking accountability and some fucking emotion on the sideline. How about that? How about not
See,
looking
the
fucking
one-
lazy and not trying fucking. Dude, that fucking last game was so much lack of effort, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Like, yeah, D'Amico's a good fucking defensive coordinator, but dude, why aren't the fuck you getting on your guys and yelling and screaming on the sideline, especially being an ex-player? The fuck?
Mhm.
And a linebacker at that matter, like the leader of the defense
Mhm.
when he was with the Texans. What the fuck is there not fucking emotion and fucking yelling and screaming at each other on the sideline? That's what you want. Everybody's just on the sideline like, I'm just so compelled.
Didn't Fred Warner kind of get mad though at the players? Or was that
I
last
mean,
game?
maybe, but dude, like I don't know. There needs to be some more fucking emotion with this team sometimes.
Yeah. I also think that the one thing we have to talk about is we don't have Drake Greenlaw this week. Like, I think the
Or
communication.
Aziz
Yeah, or Aziz. So I think the communication between the linebackers
is not
might,
good.
might be an issue in this game because you have Demetrius Flanagan Foles, and then I don't know, maybe the next guy up would be Curtis Robinson or Oren Burks.
Yeah, I
And-
don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. We have like the best linebacking core, one healthy in the NFL
Mhm.
probably,
Yep.
and 2 of our guys are out.
And Drake Greenlaw's been better than Fred Warner. He's been our
Yeah,
best
he has.
linebacker.
That's
So
true.
that's
That is
gonna
true.
be a huge loss.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But I mean,
Yeah, Kyle doesn't do shit, dude. He's got the emotional fucking range of a stick.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, it's just like with like how you said on with Greenlaw out, I don't know how this defense is gonna be. Like, I mean, we keep losing players on that side of the ball, and it's like shit. And
Yeah, and then they put Jimmy Ward in a bad position because they don't put him in his actual spot and then make him look bad like they
Oh,
did
man,
against the
I feel
Chiefs.
so
he's
bad
playing
for
nickel
him.
now, right?
Bro, I feel so bad for him because he's obviously in a contract year and like
Yeah, and he's a free safety. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
bro, teams aren't gonna want to see this.
But is
like,
Verrett playing this week, or is Verrett not playing till after the
he's
bye?
Yeah, he is.
questionable. He's questionable.
Okay, so if Verrett
Oh, he's
plays. If
questionable?
Verrett plays, then that
Him
puts
and
Lenore.
Jennings are
That
questionable.
puts Lenore at the nickel, and then maybe Jimmy can go back to free safety.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard because obviously, fucking Gibson's been playing really good.
No. See, that's why I thought in the Chiefs game they could have just used 3 safeties,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
three
and then-
single high safeties.
Yeah, that would have made sense. But like, how's Hufunga's health? Like, I know he's been dealing with a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
With
he
the
should be
concussion,
okay. I
but
think
he's good now. Like for sure good.
he's our turnover machine. So
hmm
fucking ball hawk. So it just depends. If it depends on what Rams team we get. They're coming off a bye week, so they could either come out slow and
That's
sluggish or
true.
come out really good. Like, it really depends on Matthew Stafford. Like, Matthew Stafford doesn't normally play well against us. He didn't even
Man,
play
what
well.
are
He didn't even play
these
well in the NFC
games,
Championship. He didn't even play well in the NFC Championship. We just fucking didn't execute when our chances were there.
No.
So it just really depends on what Rams team we get. They either come out lethargic or they come out fired up because they're coming off a bye week. So,
And they are getting their starting center, I believe, back.
Yeah, they're getting a couple of their guys back.
Yeah, to make the playoffs, we need to get this win. Not that I see that it really matters, because I don't really see how we're good enough to beat these other teams that are going to be in the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl. But I guess at least just making it would be nice. But if we lose this game, I don't know.
And the frustrating part is, like, sorry.
Go ahead.
Real quick, the frustrating part for me is like, you see how weak the NFC is beside me. Like, I'd say the East, and it's like you're not taking opportunities, and you should be winning these games.
Think about this. There's a chance we could be 3-5 going into the bye week probably with what should have been one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. We should have beat the Bears. Boom, that's 4 wins. We should have beat the Falcons. That's 5 wins. We should have beat the Broncos. That's 6 wins. There's no reason we shouldn't have gone into the fucking bye week at 6-2, and yet we drop all these games to teams we're better than.
Yeah.
It's fucking pathetic. Like,
it's sad.
The fucking Falcons are struggling against the fucking Panthers right now, and the Panthers fire sell. They were fire selling people. They fucking fired their coach. They got a fucking rookie quarterback in. Like, how the fuck do we lose to that team? The fucking Bears are terrible, dude. The fucking Cowboys are taking it to them. It's not like the Cowboys are that good. I mean, they're good, but their defense is good. Is the best thing. But
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, I don't think anybody's beating the Eagles.
What's the score on that game now?
21-7.
Oh shit,
dude! The Eagles are so fucking good, dude.
The Steelers are awful though.
Yeah, they are, but the Eagles are just. Who's gonna beat them, dude? Like, you look at their schedule. Who the fuck's gonna beat them anytime soon? Maybe the Cowboys when they play them again. But it depends. I mean, the Cowboys have that good of a defense.
I want to ask you guys, how many sacks is this Niners team having today? Because they had 6 or 7
against the Rams. I don't know, dude. We were healthier last time we played the Rams, so who the fuck knows?
I'm gonna say Bosa at least has 2.
We have to get pressure to win this game. Like,
especially in the interior.
That Chiefs game could have been a lot different had we actually got some fucking pressure.
You know what?
What they did when they first started.
Maybe Ty McGill's gonna play a little bit, because I know they activated him off the practice squad, and he looked pretty good with the Vikings during preseason. So I would put him in there and see how, put him and Givens in there and see how that.
Yeah, I just
works.
I mean, that's the biggest thing with this defense with the Chiefs. We weren't getting any pass rush, dude.
No.
Then we were.
It was like too late
on
by
the back
time
end.
We tried to get past.
We were injured on the back end, so that was hurting us too. And then not getting any pass rush just makes it worse. Like, if you put a bunch of pressure on Mahomes, he's going to make mistakes, and we didn't put any pressure on him. Like, that was the difference in the game. Possibly keeping it closer and making it a dogfight at the end of the game would be if you actually get some damn pressure on Mahomes, he's going to make mistakes.
Throwback said, "I'm tired of John Lynch." He said Kinlaw can impact down the stretch, and giving him an opportunity, it's good, but it can't stay healthy.
Dude, I don't think he's ever going to be healthy. So it is what it is. I didn't really like that pick when we made it. I like Kinlaw now, but he can't stay healthy. But I didn't like that pick when we made it. It made no sense. We just, I don't know. Obviously, we hit on our picks that are, you should hit on. Like Bosa was an automatic hit no matter what. So I don't know. It sucks because we're not that good this year, possibly, and we could end up sucking. And if we don't make the playoffs, and then we don't get a first round pick next year, it's fucking frustrating.
And a second round pick.
Yeah. Well.
Oh. Speaking of that, let's talk about it. Jeff Wilson Jr. He's been on the market.
I don't see
If
anybody going
they
to trade for him. He just benefits in this offense, but
if
is
they
he
do
really?
trade for them,
I'd be surprised
third
if
or
anybody trades for him.
third round.
Probably a fourth and a fifth, maybe.
See, the thing is, it depends what the package is because we all know the Niners rotate through running backs, always have injuries. So
I'd rather keep
if
him.
they get blown away, I'm moving him. If not,
Yeah.
I'm keeping it.
You know, you keep him with Mitchell and CMC, then you have 3 backs you can constantly rotate it and keep them all healthy.
Yeah.
There's no reason that they shouldn't like McCaffrey should benefit from not having to be on the field all the time. Like when we get our other guy, when we get Mitchell back, you know what I mean? Like it should be a good, a lot better when Mitchell comes back. Maybe that'll fix our offense when you have Mitchell come back. Because before he got hurt, he was looking so good to start the season too. Like he looked great, and then boom, hurt his knee against. Like, if he doesn't go out that game, is it different? And we, play better against the Bears even in the rain. I don't know, but it just it'll be nice to have him back, but we'll see. We lose this game, which I expect. There's a good possibility just with all the injuries and injuries to key players that we make a big difference on this team. So, and something's got to give. You can only beat a team in the regular season so many times before something gives.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I would hope to at least go be 4-4 to go into the bye week. That would just give us. We got to get. Then we only have to go 6-3 to finish the season instead of 7-2. That's the thing. We don't win this game, guys. We can't. We have to go 7-2 to finish the season.
Like last year.
I don't see that happening. I barely see 6-3.
All these games got to be playoff games. They gotta think of all these games like playoff games.
So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You never really know with the Rams, but it's just weird how the team plays against this team. So
I think Hufanga's gonna have another pick six.
Yeah, very wishful thinking. I hope so.
Who's gonna? Okay, so my next question is, who's gonna be your standout today?
I mean, it's gonna have to be Ayuk. I mean, Ayuk. He has to be burning Ramsey and getting open. Jimmy has to get him the ball because he obviously can burn anybody who's covering him. Jimmy has to get him the ball. Like he needs to always be Jimmy's first read and then come off him to Kittle and then the running back, whatever it is. But it's asking a lot of Jimmy anyway. But we have to be able to get the ball in Ayuk's hands more often.
Well, yeah, I agree because the thing is, when Ayuk's been given the ball this season, so many good things have happened. He's been normally the first guy that's in the end zone. So Brandon Ayuk should definitely be the key factor in this game.
Seahawks are not beating the Giants, by the way. The Giants' defense is just been playing great, and they're just getting started with they're just getting started with with that defense, and they're starting to get healthy. Like Seahawks, they play in a good defense like the Giants. No, they're not going to beat them. And the Giants' offense has been great. So I don't see the Seahawks beating the Giants. I think people think the Giants are fakers but they're winning. I'm like, no, they're well coached team, playing well. Defense is getting healthy and getting better as every week that goes by. Yeah, no, Giants are going to beat the Seahawks. Seahawks have had an easy fucking schedule this year. Easy. Easier than ours. And ours has been hella easy. So.
But, all right. So, let me get your predictions. It doesn't have to be a score, but it could be like anything else. So, Anshul, you said what? Hufanga pick?
Pick six. I think Hufanga's taking it to the house again.
Okay. Christian?
I'd have to say Ayuk has to have at least 120 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Maybe we win because he's got to pick up the slack for Demo not being in there.
I say Christian McCaffrey has a game today. He rushes for maybe 12 and for like maybe 110 yards with 2 touchdowns.
And here I'll say this. This is the game Jimmy does not turn the ball over.
Okay.
He's due for one again, and he plays well against his team, so he does not turn the ball over in this game.
And hopefully we see more running plays than we do passing plays in today's game.
Yep.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, because the thing is, if the Niners have around like 35 plus rushing attempts, they're usually a lot more successful and have a chance to win this game. Otherwise, if they don't do that and they have to pass the ball, they haven't been very successful, and they usually end up losing these games then. So,
but I'd like to see some more jet sweeps in this offense. We had a lot of them in 2019, and they worked beautifully every fucking time. Like,
yeah, put Danny Gray on a jet sweep.
Dude, get that guy some open space and let him. Dude, you give him a little hole with that speed. I don't care how raw you are. You're gonna fucking hit it and be gone. Like we do it with Debo, and he does great, and he's nowhere near as fast. So and Ayuk too. Like utilize the jet sweeps. Use Gray's speed to help the offense. Don't just fucking use him as a decoy and shit. Like fucking utilize something. Like Kyle's supposed to be this creative genius. Well, fuck. Fucking get your fucking guys at speed. They could be playmakers. The ball.
Yeah,
fuck.
Exactly.
Use fucking Ray for a jet sweep. He's a fucking returner for God's sake. He's gonna put the ball in his hands. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fuck. Help this offense.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. So I think that's gonna do it for us today. I know it's a short one, but I gotta go get ready for work. And watch the rest of the football games. But that's our. Go ahead. What are you going to say, Christian?
Oh no,
You're good. Okay.
I'm good. I hope we win, but I'm kind of 50-50.
Yeah,
I hope we win too. I just hope we molly up the Rams again, like we did 3 weeks ago. But yeah, we'll be back for the post game show. Hopefully, Dion will be here with us in the post game, and we might have Niner fanatic Peter Lucas join us as well. So we'll see. But enjoy the game, guys. Hopefully we win. And until next time, go Niners.
Go Niners.
Go Niners.